Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions back again with another gameplay commentary. Almost said live. This is not a live gameplay commentary, Lefty. This is a traditional gameplay commentary. What are you doing? You're losing your touch. But anyway, I never really had all that much touch to begin with. But anyway, this is a Medal of Honor Warfighter beta gameplay footage. The beta is available now. There are only a few days remaining on the Xbox 360. Go ahead and download it. It's a little bit, I believe it's under 2 gigabytes. That is the space required for the beta on the Xbox. You download it, and then you play. All capped 30 FPS glory that is Medal of Honor Warfighter and non-HD textures and stuff. Here's the thing, and there's so many things to talk about with this beta. We could talk about, you know, the fact that the first time I booted it up, I could have sworn I was playing SOCOM 2 on the PS2 again because it looked exactly like SOCOM 2 on the PS2, and this is the year 2012. We could also talk about the frame rate cap and how worrisome it is that a game that doesn't have their HD texture pack fully deployed still can't consistently hit the 30 FPS cap. That the FPS is frames per second in this context, not first-person shooter. And that's worrisome. That's worrisome for me. But, you know, here's the thing. Let's start off with this. This is what Medal of Honor Warfighter is trying to be. It is trying to be Call of Duty. We saw in Battlefield 3, with the release of the Close Quarters map pack, that the Frostbite 2 engine could be utilized in a Call of Duty-esque manner. That means close quarters gameplay. Hey, the DLC was called Close Quarters. Fast-paced action between teams, much like Call of Duty. Not big, broad-scope battles like you're traditionally seeing on the huge Battlefield 3 maps with vehicles and all that stuff. Very close maps, closed-off maps, not a whole lot of area to maneuver, and just force people into gun-on-gun engagements. And that is what Close Quarters was to Battlefield 3, and Medal of Honor is the next, or Warfighter, excuse me, is the next evolution of that idea. Because the last time we saw Medal of Honor was in 2010, but the difference between that title and this title are pretty much, it's pretty much a different game, because the last game ran on the first Frostbite engine. It did not run on Frostbite 2. So, the single player ran on Frostbite 2 as developed by DICE, but the multiplayer was on an older engine. Now, this game with Medal of Honor Warfighter, everything, even the multiplayer, is running on the Frostbite 2 engine, and you can see some very, very, very nice similarities and obvious similarities between Medal of Honor Warfighter and Battlefield 3. Which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a similar engine, and this is what they're going for. And it's like, okay, well, you know, this is pretty much a stress test. This beta is. This is not meant to be like let's make sure all the game mechanics work and everything like that. This is a server stress test on the Xbox 360. And here's the thing you got to understand. This game, and this is why criticisms of the game and worries about the game are actually usually a lot more valid than one might choose to think. This game, when the demo went live, the game was less than a month away from being released. For those of you that don't know how the gaming industry works, games that are finished, they have to be pressed, obviously, into saleable copies. You know, the boxes you pick up at the store. So the game actually has to be done about 2 weeks before the release date, because then they send out master copies to the distributors that start stamping discs, and then they wrap it up in all the packaging and ship it out to the stores so they're ready for the release date. So the game, even though there was about, the beta released at the very, very beginning of October, not October 1st, 2nd or 3rd maybe, but regardless, the release date for Warfighter is, I believe, the 26th of October. Or the 23rd, maybe. But anyway, it's in the 20s. So there were probably about a week, maybe a week and a half left, considering when the game would have to be done for sure to go out to get pressed into discs. So there was probably a week. There's only a week time frame for significant changes to be made to this game. So keep that in mind when you're watching other people's videos, when you're watching my videos, talking about this issue, talking about the game, talking about the beta, and so on. Remember that as kind of a reason for the criticisms and the worry, because I mean, this is pretty much essentially the finished copy of the game, and. Remember, again, I'll get into some criticisms of it later on in another video, but just remember that going forward. Remember that moving forward, especially when the full game is released. And you're like, hey, didn't you have a beta to fix all this crap? And they're like, well, you know. But this is again EA's. Just to close out, this is EA's attempt at getting a little bit more of the Call of Duty market. And you know what? It's okay. It's again. I can't render final judgment on it because it's just a beta. You don't have a lot to work with. There are some things that worry me. There are some things that I like. It's give and take with my time with the beta thus far and what I think coming away from it. But I have bought on PC Medal of Honor Warfighter. I pre-bought it, so I will be bringing you guys Medal of Honor Warfighter content when it does indeed drop. So you can look forward to that on the PC, where there is no frames per second cap on the engine itself. So we are going to see some high frames, hopefully, from my graphics card. Hopefully it holds up. But anyway, there's a lot more content on the way. Be sure to like and favorite this video if you do enjoy non-Call of Duty content. Hopefully is going to be taking a bit more of a foothold in my repertoire of content, so to speak. So be sure to let everybody know how much you enjoy the video or not. No, seriously, don't talk bad about the video. Don't do it. Not cool. Not cool. I'm just kidding. Or am I? But be sure to let everybody know with the like button, with the comments, etc. Non-Call of Duty content is awesome too. So I would appreciate some help out there. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. Remember, likes, favorites, comments, and shares via Facebook and Twitter do help me out. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.